Tiga. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Industrial Engineering 48 International Class from FRI 153. Want to present you about biomechanics. So, what is biomechanics? Occupationally, biomechanics is a subdiscipline within the general field of biomechanics that uh, studies about a physical interaction of workers with their tools, machine, and materials to enhance worker performance while minimizing the risk of injury. Uh, it uses law of physics, engineering, mechanics, biology, and physiological principles. For physiological principle, it describes about motion of various body segments or kinematics and understand the effect of force and movement acting on the body. For the objective is prevent problem that cause injury to workers like musculoskeletal disorder or MSDS, improve of manual working condition, organizational performance such as efficiency, quality, worker satisfaction, and EAS and EP. This is how to lift a stuff properly that we didn't bend down but we crunched down. So for the impact of injury, the source in planned medical visit and treatment it costs 14,050. Uh, and the notes is $50 per patient. And employee absent is notes that each 1 week absent required one replacement worker. For work restriction is take half of the work restriction required replacement workers. For the job change initiated by employee, it take note that each job change required retiring for 2 workers. So the total cost is 172,131. And so, what do accident cost your company? At this slide, we can see the unseen cost can sink the ship, and the direct cost is at the upper one, and the indirect cost, such as productivity, labor, turnover, quality, and morale, at the bottom. So, this is means that if one of uh if just one of our employees or worker are get into incident or injury, it will um give the company effect like a bad effect. So the next slide will be explained by my mates.
So this slide is so the cost due to the absence of economic analysis. For the first one, we have less production output. For the second, increased lost time. The third is higher medical costs, and so on. These are the costs due to the absence of economic analysis. So if we didn't do the economic analysis, it will cause this problem. Next, uh, here we have how to reach the EASM plus B. First thing first, we need to know human limitation, capability, and the function of the human system. Like in the slide, this we have input, which means sensory, subsist, which are the eyes, ears. It shows the vision, audition, position, and time sensing of the workers. And for the three of this uh, this this block, yeah, we we need the support subsystem of the human body, such as air and food, because all the three books here need the support, like air, food to maintain the nutrition of our body. The three box here is just have one objection or one output. It is to make physical energy, and uh, from this support subsystem, yeah, we also have waste because we have something our body, so we have to mengeluarkan itu. And then next, so here we have musculoskeletal system. The first one is tulang or bone. As you can see in the slide, there is a skeleton is sitting, I think. For the second is jaringan penghubung or connective tissue. There are two types of connective tissue. First one is ligaments. Ligament is connects bones to bones, like the penghubung in bahasa we call penghubung tulang ke tulang yang lainnya. And then we have tendons. Tendon itu connects muscle to bone, kayak dari otot nyambung ke tulang, dari otot kan kalau ini kan ligamen dari tulang ke tulang, kalau ini dari otot ke tulang. And then we have sendi or joints. This is the interface between two bones. Jadi kayak pertemuan dua tulang, kayak tulang ini lutut. As we can see in the slide, there are interference between two bones. And for the last one is otot or muscle. Next. Here we have NIOSH, Guide for Manual Lifting. NIOSH, National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health. There are several factors that affect the biomechanics. First one is horizontal location of the object relative to the body. This will affect the weight of the object when we lifting that object. And then there is a vertical location of the object that relative to the floor, and the distance of the object is moved vertically, symmetry angle or twisting requirement, and so on. It will describe or it will explain more in the last presenter. Next, please. Here we have the formula to get the recommended weight limit area, like seberapa apa ya limit gimana? Well, it's like rekomendasi buat limit mengangkat berat beban. Ya, berat maksimal beban yang bisa kita capai itu seberapa. Nah, here we have formula RWL is equal C times 6 multipliers. C it stands for constant, or we have the number constant, which is 23 kilogram, and times the 6 multiplier. As we have as we know that the multipliers, there are 6 multipliers, so we need to check one by one the multipliers. such as horizontal location, vertical travel distance, and so on. And then the multipliers, the maximum of multipliers, it's less than equal 1. So if uh, there is more than equal 1, so we just take 1 for to find the LL. Then next, please. Oh, this slide will be presented by my friend. For my friend, uh, time is yours. In here, we have the horizontal multiplier, or in short, HM. This HM has a formula which 25 divided by h. So h is that distance horizontal in centimeter from the body of the worker to the object that lifted. Next. So in here we have a vertical multiplier, or VM. The formula of VM is 1 minus 0.003 divided by V minus 75. So V here is vertical distance in centimeters, which is defined the distance from the floor to the object that lifted. Next. Uh, the third is distance multiplier, or dm. The formula for dm is 0.82 plus 4.5 divided by d. D is the distance of the vertical moving object. So when the object is moving vertically, it's called D, and dm equal 1 if the d is 0. Next, for the asymmetry multiplier, or am, the formula is 1 minus 0.0032 divided by a. A here stands for angel. So whenever a body has to uh, rotate, this it must be there an angle, so we can find an asymmetric multiplier. The asymmetric angle is the amount in degree of trunk or shoulder rotation required by the lifting mass. Next. So here we have frequency multiplier, or FM. This is the appropriate lifting frequency. For example, when the frequency lifts per minute is 5 times per minute and the working hour is 2 hours, we can define that the FM is 0.60. This is the, the table for FM. Next, the Ford coupling multiplier, or CM. There is a table that define initial load, height, and coupling. If the V is minus less than 75 centimeter and V is more than 75 centimeter, there are three categorization will define the quality of the moving bit worker and the object. For instance, it's good and optimal design and the handles of
So optimal. If the result is 2, it means fair. The design is optimal, but the handles less than optimal. If the result is 3, it means poor, less than optimal design with no handles. So it means the object is hard to handle or bulky. Next. So we have the RWL analysis. After we found the RWL, we can measure the lift index. The formula for lift index is the actual weight divided by RWL. So we have the interpretation. If the result of Li is less than or equal 1, it means the result is okay and the weight that lifted by the worker is optimal. If the Li is in between 1 and 3, it means there is a risk of injury or accident. And the last, if the Li is more than 3, like we have increased the risk, so it is very dangerous for the water because the weight is over. Next.
So we have
So
study
if there's
case.
a case, and this case will be read by my friend.
So we have study case in here. The problem is analyze the following work task. A worker lift 5 kilograms of boxes from the conveyor to the cart 5 times every minute for 2 hours. And the explanation.
So the first step that we need to do is find the WL. So the formula to find the RWL is LC. It's constant. It's like a constant value that we know from the previous slide, and times the HM, VM, times also the DM, times DM, times FM, and times CM. And don't forget, if the result of HM, PM, DM, or something like that, it's more than one. So we have to uh, we have to ambil aja satu. Kalau lebih dari satu, nilai-nilai ini kita harus ngambil satu. Kalau kurang dari satu, nah baru kita bisa masukkan apa itu. Nah, after we found the RW, which is 9.83 kilogram, so we can find the LB original, and this will be presented by my friends.
For the LE origin is equal to actual load divided by RWL. So in the previous case, we are given the actual load is 5 kilo and we input 5 over the RWL origin that we have found. 5 over 9.83 and the result is 0.51. For the following work task is safe because the Li is less than or equal 1. So the RWL destination equal what? We can find the RWL destination by multiply these 6 multipliers and times with the constant.
And maybe that's all from our RI. I hope this presentation will be beneficial for you or for anyone see this presentation. Thank you.